You know, good enough ain't gonna never be the standard of your understanding for comfortability and spirituality. Your good enough ain't gonna never reach that. That's just the reality. But what it's gonna be though, just like a muscle, it has to be worked, and that muscle tears and it's sore, and then you rest and it builds and it gets bigger because you feed it. You feed it the protein. It gets bigger, it expands. That's because it was broken. So a lot of y'all live in this world and y'all do things and you move in certain ways that you want to make it seem as if it applies to the value that the way you're living is how it's supposed to be. It's going to be different for everybody because for the most part, ain't nobody in line with the true divine energy. Like, everybody's on a worldly way of looking at it. Look how everybody runs to something to do something. That's why I love pulling away from social media. I love that shit. That shit feel good, yo. Like, for real, for real. And then on top of that, every Messiah energy that ever existed, everyone, not just with everybody be trying to talk about some one individual. No, this shit happened to a nation of people, yo. So y'all got to understand this. Like, instead of y'all going back and forth about who this, who right, who wrong, why don't you get on your journey and open up your own light and find out what that's going to be? Because the hate is crazy. It's like people don't got the intelligence to comprehend most of this stuff, so they manipulate through the value of being stupid. Look, I don't even try to pander to nobody's feelings, because I really don't give a shit how nobody feels at the end of the day. I care about what the Most High, and I care about how the direction and those vibrations is coming, as far as to give somebody an individual pathway to do what they got to do. So that's all I care about. I look for that. I look for divine to guide me. That's it. I don't look for nothing else. I don't care. Like, if somebody has to teach you how to be civil to somebody, then you already lost. If somebody has to teach you or ask you why you talking like that about somebody, then you already lost. If you automatically run to people with negative energy on your tongue, then you already lost. You're already lost. One thing ain't got nothing to do with the next. And the problem be, most of the time, we side with shit that don't serve us later. I'm not eating dog shit. Even if it sound funny or look funny happening, I'm not doing it. So I don't know how y'all look at life. I don't care how somebody feel about the standpoint of connections. I don't care. I really don't give a shit about what most people think in the world. Like, if I'm there, I'm there. You know what I mean? And majority of the time, it's going to be indifferent to how people see things in life. They're going to be like, nah, that's not this. That's not that. At the end of the day, it's never going to be this and that. It's never going to be to a familiarity understanding. You know why? Because divine said I'm not of this world. So everything that comes in that righteous connection, that uplifting, that high vibration, it's going to be out of this motherfucking world. It's going to make you feel like, oh my God, what's that? It's a reality. This is a reality. You can't live and expect to get the same grace. You can't live in this way and expect to get the divine grace. So this is what people be trying to do. Like, I'm like, yo, every time I hear somebody with some bull crap out of their mouth, I'm like, word, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because automatically you speak impossibility. Most people speak that divine can't solve things. I'm like, how do you speak to the Most High like it's not impertinent to the value of completing anything? You don't do that. You don't do that. You be like, nah, that's what somebody can't do. With divine, anybody can do anything as soon as they come out of their own understanding of shit. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I just be trying to show y'all shit. And for the most part, a lot of people ain't gonna never listen. And I'm cool with that. I don't need friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need people to be like, yo, you're right. I never needed validation from people. My validation comes from the Almighty, the authority. My authority is divine, period. You know what I'm saying? I live my life in accordance to these certain things. And sometimes we trip and we stumble, but we get the opportunity to look at that shit again and say, is this really what you want to do? That's how divine guides you through things. You know what I mean? Especially when you didn't know, divine energy may just fix it for you. because it'll be too painful to go through that workup. Your mind is not ready for these things. But when you do know and you're striving, divine give you the opportunity to choose correctly. It's like now it's multiple choice. But for the most part, I'm looking at the conversations. It's like I can't even dive in there because all that shit is bullshit. Like all that shit. Like, what are you talking about? I'll be like, what are you talking about? Like, first and foremost, if you based off the value of talking about the incomplete essence of things that could happen, possibilities are endless. I don't give a damn what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, a person can do and become anything with divine. That's a fact. How far can your imagination project that as a value? Look, I ain't even gonna hold you, yo. I'm just trying to show you something. Whether you like it, comment, subscribe, follow, I don't give a damn at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna do me, and I'm still gonna be me, and I'm still gonna keep this same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your life. Naga.